To this day, my family still doesn't understand what I do. I describe it as being a choreography of the camera and the staging.
Although we are often referred to as layout artists, or the department is the layout department, that's really a holdover name from 2D animation, because this was the department that sort of got the shots ready for the animator.
So the way our movies get made in the computer is the layout department takes the characters, props, the sets, and the camera and puts together each shot.
Taking the story from the storyboards and translating it into a series of shots, staging characters, placing cameras, really developing a visual language for every sequence in the film.
Every shot has a reason for being in the movie. It's my job to figure out how to best tell that in each shot.
So anyone that's ever looked through a camera can understand the job that we do. We look through the camera lens. We want to see what the emotional tone of that shot should be, and so where you position the camera, whether or not the camera moves, and how it would move, they all create a different effect on the end composition that helps to convey different emotion. It's learning to see our 3D world as a 2D image that's composed within a rectangular frame.
So in a sense, the layout department is really the camera and staging department, although our cameras are all virtual and we never really go out on a real set and put a bunch of equipment up.
You know, it's a lot lighter to move a CG camera than it is a real camera.
He's happy, he makes people happy, he makes you laugh. And I like to make people laugh.
In October 2001, I went to Charlotte, North Carolina, to Lowe's Motor Speedway, and they took me to a place called Redneck Hill, a small rise in the middle of Lowe's Motor Speedway. And there they introduced me to the self-appointed mayor of Redneck Hill, a guy by the name of Mater.
To a mater without the toe. I said, you know, mater.
So now how'd you get that name?
Well, when I was a little fella, I was raised up on the farm, and if I wasn't eating a tomato, I was throwing them at the hogs and just terrorizing everything I could.
So when we were developing this tow truck character, we had a tentative name that we were like not too happy with. And I thought, what about Mater?
And I said, I'd be honored. I feel beautiful. Hey, everybody, how do I look?
When I go to do Mater, it's just basically me.
I've been up there for near 2 hours, but boy, it was worth it.
I love Burton here. Do that again.
I grew up with people that talked like that, and all my friends talked like that, you know. I come from a farming community, and it was just pretty laid back.
And if anybody asks, we was out smashing mailboxes, okay?
That's great.
I'll be honest with you, I'm not drywalling a house, so to me, this ain't difficult.
Sort of smooth, velvety rust, if that makes any sense at all. East Coast rust is more created by dampness.
Mater has a lot of extra articulation and movement ability over other characters. You know, he's got the cab and he's got the bed, which allows you to sort of move the two things independently. So sometimes you can treat it like a dog's tail, or you can treat it like hips if you want to wiggle his hips. And then he's got the tow arm that he can actually do things with. He's definitely the cartooniest of the Cars characters.
Mater's not exactly the smartest chip in the, cookie box. See what I mean? I'm Mater. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Mater's not the smartest guy in the world, but my Mater's got great common sense.
He's a silly, goofy guy that you don't seem to take too seriously, but every once in a while he would be the character that says something that actually is kind of deep. He doesn't care what he's like on the outside, it's what's on the inside that makes him so rich.
Cars Land is a brand new land for Disney's California Adventure. I tell you, it is so exciting for me because I used to work at Disneyland when I was going to college. And to have directed the movie Cars and now see an entire land devoted to this movie that I directed, it is one of the most thrilling things that's ever happened to me in my life.
Cars Land is a totally immersive experience where our guests walk down the street of Radiator Springs and go into the world of cars.
And it's huge. It is 12 acres. And it's really fun to bring the land of Radiator Springs, the valley, the town, and all of the characters to life. And to get to work with the Imagineers and make that so that you could visit it, you could see it.
In the movie, we don't actually get to walk into Flo's VA Cafe, but here in this land, we will be able to do that.
You're going to get to visit Ramon's, you're going to get to visit the Flo's, you're going to get to visit Luigi's and the Cozy Cone Motel.
Of course, designing and building a land of this scale, 12 acres, comes with a lot of challenges.
By the time it opens in 2012, it has been in the process at Imagineering for 5 years.
In the classic tradition of Disney theme parks, they come with icons like Big Thunder Mountain and the Matterhorn, but with Ornament Valley comes an entire mountain range.
So it is 6 acres of hand-sculpted rock to build that mountain.
You are going to be totally immersed. You are going to be there.
The rides in Cars Land are so exciting. They're fantastic. First, you're going to get to go to Mater's Junkyard for Mater's Junkyard Jamboree. It's hilarious.
We all know that Mater has this great history with tractors. So what Mater did is he went out and he caught a bunch of baby tractors and he brought them to his junkyard and he hooked them up at a classic whip ride.
And then, of course, the perfect attraction for Luigi, and that is we're building fettuccine brand tires that you will get in and ride around. But you just don't ride in them. You're actually levitating in your tire. It's one of those attractions that is so unique. It's completely engineered here at Imagineering.
And Mater can tell the best story.
I will be a Mario Disney boy. I will be a Piccolo Mario. I won in the Mario Dun.
Is it a tall tale or did it really happen? You never know with Mater.
You can put him in any situation and he is completely non-judgmental.
Well, hey there, welcome to Earth.
He embraces every moment for what it is.
Mater's fantasy is basically our fantasies. We imagine what we would like to be doing, and we just draw Mater.
We just have so much fun with all the different genres.
If I'm flying, I'm crying. If I'm lying, I'm crying. Gotta go. Don't cry, don't cry. Rascal.
If I'm lying, I'm crying.
If I'm lying, I'm crying. If I'm lying, I'm crying. I'm crying. If I'm lying, I'm crying, James. If I'm lying, then I am crying.
And it's about darkness. So film noir is about dark subject matter.
In a lot of the classic film noirs, there's this emphasis on tension and isolation and alienation and this underworld where people do what it is that they have to do.
Hey, buddies. What's going on? As much as pickle seed? Yeah.
As much.
So he's not an actor playing a part, he is a character pretending to be another character, but he still has to have his character.
So Mater Private Eye has a lot of the elements that we loved about some of the noir films we looked at.
There's always certain things like Venetian blinds.
The scene in the office where he gets hired.
The femme fatale type of character.
You know, the nightclub scene where he questions the character in the alleyways.
The twist at the end. So many of the fun aspects of film noir, like squeezed into one short.
It was awesome to watch animation and the characters come to life. And the layout process is really fun because you're taking it from 2 dimensions to 3 dimensions.
Oh yeah, I play Johnny.
The genre is great because it really gives you a defined look that you're aiming for.
There's something that's so alive about each of these, and it happens every single time. When we finalize the reel, we sit back and go, this is my new favorite one.
Cha-cha-cha!